Hi there. This video series is about psychology and mental health, but who is this nobody telling you about it? Let me take a few minutes to introduce myself. My name is Randy Patterson. I'm a psychologist in Vancouver, Canada, registered in the province of British Columbia. I own one of Vancouver's largest private psychotherapy practices, Changeways Clinic. We provide services for a wide variety of client concerns ranging from psychosis to life coaching, with an emphasis on depression and anxiety-related problems. I was born and raised here, and I did my undergraduate work in psychology at the University of British Columbia before moving to London, Ontario to do my graduate work in clinical psychology. My research was on psychological stress and the moderating effects of having a perception of control over the stressors we face. Fascinating. After graduating, I had a psychotherapy practice at a hospital there. Then I moved back to Vancouver to lead a hospital-based therapy program designed to reduce the rate of relapse and rehospitalization among people who had been recently discharged from inpatient care for serious recurrent depression. Our mandate was to develop a group therapy protocol for these patients and then to come up with a clinician's guide and train providers in 3 other BC communities so they could offer it there as well. So we developed the program and the manuals, and we did some outreach to other clinics, and there were groups going in 4 communities within a year. We neglected to tell the government we'd met the goals of the program because we kind of knew what they would say. Mission accomplished. You're done. We've cut your funding. So we just kept our mouths shut and kept going. And we wound up with the program going in over 50 communities around the province. And then we began exporting it to other places in Canada, as well as in Hong Kong, Australia, and New Zealand. There are some groups going in the United States as well. Now, we noticed that a lot of our clients had difficulties with assertiveness, and so I came up with another protocol to train people in assertiveness skills, and that became the core of my first book, The Assertiveness Workbook, which has done fairly well and continues to be one of the best-selling books on the subject. I followed it up with Your Depression Map, a self-help book on depression that sadly is now out of print. In 2002, I turned over the hospital program to a colleague, and I opened the fee-for-service Changeways Clinic. And I keep providing training programs to the public sector. I have a variety of workshops for mental health professionals on topics ranging from treating depression to how to run a private practice to LGBTQ issues in healthcare and education and more. Way back in that depression group, I started asking people what they might do if they wanted to feel worse than they did instead of better. That turned out to be unexpectedly helpful. We spend most of our lives trying to feel good, and we still don't feel as great as we'd like. We spend no time at all asking ourselves how to feel worse. But if we do, we often discover that we're already doing a lot of those things, and it can show us some of the traps and pitfalls to avoid. So in 2016, I brought out How to Be Miserable, 40 Strategies You Already Use, partly because I think it's a useful question, and partly because I'm tired of the deadly earnest seriousness of most self-help books, including some of mine, and I think it's possible to talk about serious issues while lightening the hell up. I have a sequel to that book in the works as well. Anyway, that's me. What else? I'm married. I think we had the first Buddhist same-sex marriage in Vancouver after Canadian legalization. Don't quote me on that. Someone may have beat us to it. We have a farm near Vancouver, and in fact, I'm filming this at the farm right now. We grow fruit. No smart remarks, please. I travel a lot, I ski, I hike, and I really love this area of the world. But that's not why you're here. This channel is all about psychology. So in the coming videos, let's go there. You can get How to Be Miserable from your local bookseller or from Amazon. The link's below.